Hi everyone, this is Today in History. Today is Tuesday, April the 23rd, the 114th day of 2024. There are 252 days left in the year. On this day in 1016, upon the death of King Earl II of England, his son claimed the throne as Edmund II. On this day in 1635, the Boston Grammar School, later the Boston Latin School, open to all boys regardless of social class, was founded as the first public school in what would become the United States. It set a precedent for tax-supported public education. On this day in 1791, James Buchanan, the 15th U.S. President, was born near Mercersburg, Pennsylvania. On this day in 1858, German physicist Max Planck, who originated quantum theory, was born in Kiel. On this day in 1906, Russian Tsar Nicholas II promulgated the fundamental laws, which marked the end of unlimited autocracy, but fell short of the reforms promised in the October Manifesto. On this day in 1914, Wrigley Field, then known as Weeghman Park, hosted the first Major League Baseball game. The stadium later became the home of the Chicago Cubs. On this day in 1931, the American film classic The Public Enemy was released in theaters, and James Cagney's landmark performance as a gangster made him a star. On this day in 1936, American singer-songwriter Roy Orbison, known for his soaring voice and for his carefully crafted ballads of loneliness and heartache, was born in Vernon, Texas. On this day in 1976, the American punk band The Ramones, which was hugely influential in the rise of punk rock on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean, released its eponymous debut album. On this day in 1984, U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Margaret Hackler announced that researchers had found what was believed to be the virus that caused AIDS. The infectious agent was later named HIV. On this day in 1985, the Coca-Cola Company introduced New Coke, a reformulated soft drink meant to replace its flagship beverage. Due to public outrage, however, the previous version of Coke was brought back as Coca-Cola Classic less than 3 months later. On this day in 1993, after a long history of foreign rule and decades of war, the small East African country of Eritrea began 3 days of voting on a referendum to make official its independence from Ethiopia. On this day in 1998, James Earl Ray, convicted assassin of Martin Luther King Jr., died in prison at the age of 70. On this day in 2005, the first video, which was of YouTube co-founder Jawed Karim's visit to the San Diego Zoo, was uploaded on the YouTube website. Approximately 1 year later, the site had more than 100 million videos. On this day in 2007, Russian politician Boris Yeltsin, who became in 1991 the first popularly elected leader in his country's history and guided Russia through a stormy decade of political and economic retrenching until his resignation on the eve of 2000, died at the age of 76. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Today is Tuesday, April the 23rd, the 114th day of 2024. There are 252 days left in the year.